Mr. Durutti, thank you so much for your time. I know you're very busy, but it's a very important issue. Thank you for giving your side.
I appreciate you having me. Thanks a lot.
Scott Durutti of Magna International Development. You heard Scott mention a quote. He was referring to a quote about eBay. That actually comes from the Daily Racing Forum yesterday, a question and answer session with Barry Weisbord, who is publisher of the Thoroughbred Daily News. He's an owner, he's a breeder, he's a member of the Breeders' Cup Board, members and trustees. He's also chairman of the board of Trackus. Here's what he said when asked the question if he believes tracks are slow to adopt cutting-edge technology. He said, betting exchanges like Betfair show that if you offer new bets, you can create new customers. We have a legal monopoly on the internet. We need internet-centric products. Look at eBay or Amazon or StubHub. The internet has created opportunities, yet we are the only industry without new products. Joining us now on the phone is Jeff Platt of the Horse Players Association of North America. He is the president, and it is the only organization of its kind in North America. Jeff, thank you for being here.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Jeff, first of all, exchange betting, which became a hot topic here with our two previous discussions. How does Hannah view it? How do the horse players view exchange betting?
I think the horse players are very much in favor of it. It gives them new options. In talking to a number of large players that are currently playing on exchanges, they can find opportunities to wager on races that they cannot find opportunities to wager on parimutually. For example, if you're staring at a 5-horse field and you have a 7-5 and a 4-5, and the other 3 horses are, say, 8-1, 9-1, and 11-1, parimutually, there's no reason at all to bet a dime on that race. However, if you're on an exchange, a lot of times you can get a much better price. And to a horse player, price is everything.
Jeff, bottom line it for us, when you look at this bill, AB2414 here in California, would you say this is a bill worthy of supporting?
I would say that the exchange wagering portion of that bill is very much worthy of support. I am very troubled by the takeout increase that they are proposing. That has not worked anywhere.
Jeff, thank you so much for your time. I want to go back to Stephen before we wrap this up. Stephen, the average horse player is going to look at the 3 elements of this bill, maybe look beyond the exchange wager and point to the takeout increase here. How do you tie all that in?
I don't think anybody in the industry wants to put prices up. People like Mr. Harris and Mr. Brackpool at the CHRB, I'm sure, have given a lot of thought to this, as have the tracks and the TOC, the thoroughbred owners in California. Nobody wants to do that, but there is a crisis in the sport as far as funding is concerned, and I think that what they've done here is actually very clever. They've sat something like an exchange wagering product, which is only going to be for win, place and show betting, that will specifically appeal to people like Jeff from Hannah, next to something that is going to put prices up in some of the exotic markets, maybe attracting maybe for customers who aren't that price sensitive, and it just gives them an option of playing on both sides of the fence. But something has to be done to try and boost purses in California, and we're very supportive of the takeout increase. It wouldn't be something as a horse player that I would welcome. If I was sitting in Jeff's shoes, I'd do the same thing. But ultimately, I think we have to have the long-term interests of the sport at heart. I don't think one person in California wants to put prices up, but if this is a mechanism that will help guarantee the future of the sport, then I think we should all get behind it.
Stephen, many have said, will this create new horse racing fans? When you look at the average age of the horse player here, maybe a TVG account holder versus, say, someone who's playing the exchange overseas, how does it match up?
It matches up in an interesting way. At Betfair globally, 85% of our customers are 50 or younger. At TVG, and I've been running TVG now since the back end of last year, it's been a shock to me to find out that 85% of our players are 50 and older. Something has to be done to address that. We're not winning new players back just through ADW or pari-mutuel betting. Racing is a fantastic sport. It's really dynamic, and it's time for innovation, boldness and braveness, and for people to put vested interests aside and to try something new and different and see if we can make it work. If we can't, let's park it and move on, but I think we can.
Stephen, thank you. Thank you to everyone who joined us in this discussion. But the most important voice out there is you, the horse player. And we'd like to hear your voice. Make sure you send us your opinion at TracksideLive@tvg.com. Your opinion matters on this crucial issue. And when we talk about these moments with the exchange and the rest of it, remember whose money's being divided up here, whose money's being focused on. You, the horse player. Let your voice be known about AB2414.